Hello and welcome. I'm Rahul, and you're watching me on my Facebook page or on my YouTube channel, Rahul Kumar Talks. And if you're watching me consistently, then welcome back to my channel. I usually bring such kind of information and knowledge which can deepen your thoughts, can give you clarity about life, and clarity is one of the most important thing that you should consider to have. Because if you have clarity, you will find most of the answer will come prevalent to you, and you will understand exactly how the things are and how you should perceive it. But one of the most important thing that we should consider about each and every time whenever we are trying to do something important, that everything that we take decisions should be rational and cognitive. It should not be based on only perceptions. Many a person make this mistake. They take decisions about others. They make a preconception about others, and they contemplate in their mind, and they have perception about them only due to some errors of others, or without knowing the exact about them in depth. They take decisions to make conception, and they make perception, and based on that very perception they usually take decisions, and that should never happen. If you are taking decisions, it should be rational, it should be cognitive, based on certain evidence that are really able to prove that the person is something and someone who you know cannot be considered as a credible person. So you should have substantial and significant amount of what I say, there should be significant amount of evident, then only it will clarify that the person is that kind of person. So we should not be perception driven, that I'm saying you. Perception is okay, and creativity, where it relates creativity. If you have creativity, then it is going to be okay for you, because perception is required for innovation, for creativity, and if you're applying its implications will be really good. So there we should apply that. But if we are making decisions about others, it should not be perception driven. Next thing I would like to tell you, we should have some risk appetite. I was trying to tell you exactly that if we are taking risks in our life, then only we will be able to move forward in our life. And that's why it is important to take calculated risk in our life. The person who is taking risk, they are becoming far more better, they are having more advantage, and they are having more edge than that of ours, because they are moving forward in one direction, because they have risk appetite and they have the right decisions in their hand. That's why they are moving forward and they are winning the game. That's how I would like to tell you, risk appetite you should have. You should take risk, calculated risk, and then only you'll be able to capitalize more, you'll be able to find more opportunity. You will not regret your life, because if you're not taking risk, then you are idle, actually you're not moving forward. So risk appetite is important. Actually, I wanted to bring something more in front of you, and that's why I came tonight in this midnight, because sometimes I usually tell you that I have to show up, because I want to make this relationship perpetual with you, and I want to be able to explore my potential, my ability to express each and everything. Because there are some clutter whenever we are expressing in another language, or other we are trying to be a public speaker and orator. Always we find this problem that our creativity becomes constrained. Our thought process becomes constrained. There are some clutters, there are some forces which are stopping you to be able to expressive enough to address all those problems which has been untouched by many a person. Many a person have not reached there. But if your thought, if your introspection, if your speculative vision is trying to reach there, and you are able to reach there, then it is a kind of achievement. And that's why we want to be more creative, we want to be more expressive. And that's why I ask you, allow me to express more, because many a person make mistake. We are human beings, we are emotionally driven. Many times we have emotions, that's why we are sometimes biased, sometimes emotionally we are tricked into something that we take action. It may be true because we are human beings, that's why we make decision on certain based on certain feelings. Suppose I'm giving you an example. If a train is running only in one state and it is becoming late more than 7 hours, what will be your feelings? If you are commuting a distance and train gets late by 7 hour, you will certainly be angry on the state or on the organization which is running the train. If it is run by government, you will certainly show your anger to that very authority. That doesn't mean you are wrong, that doesn't mean that you are biased to the government. No, we are human beings, we have feelings, that's why we express that. So we should be a person, not a machine. We are human beings, not a machine. But our clarity, our creativity, and our thought process should be driven in a way that we can capitalize on this kind of activity more and more, and we can deepen our thoughts, we can augment our quality, we can enhance and hone our skills and creativity, and we become more pervasive and more prevalent in people. But if we will be stopped, then there could be a problem. Based on our feelings, we should not be judged. Many times we are humans, we make mistakes, and for that we also beg pardon. And that's why I would like to tell you, you have to move forward, you have to show your strength, and you have to show your emotions as well, because you are a human being, you will make mistakes. And this has been my purpose to come right now in this midnight. Thank you for listening to me. I will be bringing a lot of knowledge, a lot of news to you. Thank you for listening to me. Allow me.